Alrighty, people of the world. This is GTAraj, and I'm going to be welcoming you back to the channel once again. Tonight's stream is happily going to be on Doki Doki Literature Club. So, yeah, that's a thing. It has been absolutely ages since I popped into DDLC. So, yeah. Buy all freaking memes. Memes! I welcome DDLC back to the channel. Sure, it's not going to be a permanent position on the channel like it was last time, because we've already beaten Doki Doki Literature Club anyway. Hey, Papa! Thank you for joining! And also, hi. Woohoo! Welcome to the DDLC DLC, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus thing. Here's hoping my lighting's a bit good. It should be. Alright. Login is root. This was the last background I had saved. Did I put any... Let's put music on. DDLC has some of these amazing freaking Easter eggs. I mean, if you listen to a certain track, to a certain point, you'll hear like a lore clue or something. That's already. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, that's creepy. Let's not do that. What have we unlocked already? There's a lot of unlockables that could be had here. Like these wallpapers. These are some of the poems. That we can unlock. There's a lot here to do. If this game has so much replay value when it comes to just literally everything. Like, no shot. We also have this, a dream. One of 11 special poems. DDLC selects 3 random special poems to appear when it starts for the first time. So you have to reset the game constantly. Or else. Ooh. Yo, that's a really nice thing actually. Alright. So we've also got side stories to cover. And then we've got the main DDLC itself. I actually can't remember where it was in the DDLC story. Last time I checked, I was at a part. Oh yeah, Sari's dead. So do you have a load game? 20th of the 1st, 909, 20th of the 1st. Okay, here we go. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that the manga is literature too. Manga is literature. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica just say she? Hey, GTAraj. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah. I mean, I guess so, but... in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, that would make me very happy. Really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess. Sure. I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, GTA Raj, you know that. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Monica, make me important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I thought those classroom doors slid open because it's very Japanese aesthetically. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh? Oh. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Don't be so mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, GTA Raj. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not! Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her face... Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. How are you doing, Bubblicious? Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So I ran into GTA Raj in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, GTA Raj? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. I need a drink, my goodness. But my water's all the way across the room. Ah! Dun, 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 dun. Whee! She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, Baba, what about you? Does a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Chai tea? So you make a hot cup of chai tea and you have it with a good book. Well, that's how you roll. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, GTAraj, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Just like someone I know who is deeply passionate about reading. And who is absolutely going to read what I tell her later on. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Knives, pens. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I just hope to God the music's not like blaring over me. I'm pretty sure it is though. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Hello! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. This is chapter 2, by the way. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. We all sat in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I forgot to send him a link. Whoops. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Why is that on? Shouldn't be. Oh, come on, I can't even copy my link correctly. I'm terrible at streaming. Oh, play, there we go. Alright, done. Dusted. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, GTAraj? Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I'll bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. Yes, it's Act 2. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and... I lose my... No Sayori plus ratio. Aww. Well, Sayori does come back, so... Sayori comes back and then takes over like Monika does, and then it all just ends. I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought. Eh? It's so long from now unless you hit the skip button and skip everything. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, GTAraj. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I I'm defenseless against these Giddles. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would be super pissed. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time. No. I know what you're thinking. And it's not like that. Keep your mind out the gutter. But just to be on the safe side, F12. The DLC that no one ever told you about. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. GTA Raj. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Sure. Whoa! Today, I did a thing. I cut my screen open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how someone feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. Ah! Fucking disgusting. That probably belongs to Yuri. Who did we pick to head off with? The DDLC. That's gonna bug me now. Sorry, chat. Something is bugging me right now. I'm gonna go fix it. it's hot swap with switches? Probably not. I don't know peer-to-peer, but it's whatever. Okay. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. That's live now, streamed on January 20th. Whoa! They put a suicide notice on my final, my previous DDLC stream. Yeah, that was 11 months ago. Let me see. I was spending time with Yuri. I don't know why the piss I was spending time with Yuri last stream. I'll try again. Entropy. Massacre. So if we get at least 10 of these for, at least 11 or 12 of these for one character, we'll get the thing for it. Atone. Horror. Sensation. Fester. Disarray. Empty. Judgment. Heart. Unending. Tragedy. Misery. Dark. Broken. Let's see. Disown. Prayer. Wait, prayer is one for Yuri, which is odd. But if you understand the lore behind it, that's not so odd. Hopeless. Death. And graveyard. Woo! Hi there. Oh, I was too quick. I was too slow. Hi again, GTAraj. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Wow, the music's changed. Yeah, the music's like a half semitone deeper or something. Yeah, I'll keep the audio levels up for y'all and see what you think of this. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Nice. Thanks for keeping your promise, GTAraj. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Oh, it's changed. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga in the cupboard under him. Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plopped back into her seat. I'm sorry, GTAraj. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments on that one. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like... Well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Hey, I know someone else who's cute like this. Yeah, wait to call my girlfriend out like that. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Ooh. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Music's faster. Now it's slower again. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression. Like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Hey, my bubba does this. When she gets shy... I'm not gonna finish that actually, I'm not gonna finish that. Cause she'll be typing up a storm, just be like, I do not fucking do that! But she does though. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Hey, Bob, I didn't mention what you do. I didn't mention that cute thing you do. I just mentioned that you, like, also totally space out, you know? Nah, I'm kidding. You don't space out. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Best comment ever. Well, not comment, message. I see. There's something fairly obvious with here. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. You gonna kick my ass, huh? What, for saying you get shy? Okay, I see. Okay. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I'll look at the cover of the book. Yes! You are cute! My goodness! The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Hey! Cult induction. Let's go. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean! Yeah, Yuri's just revealed that she's into cutting off people's limbs and making them selectively breed. Not to think about the limbs. That's limtastic. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we should all worth it. But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Nice. And suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Wait, does it show it in the message history? And then worthless enemy, and then suddenly, I'm not again, aren't I? Yeah. It does show it. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, nobody gets. Whoa! Hi there. Wait, it didn't! And suddenly I'm rambling. What did it say about the body? What? Let me have a look. That's problem. Mainly I think like books finish from my thoughts. My whole body gets incredibly censored out. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Wow, okay then. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... Oh, that's true. Also, like, comment, subscribe, share. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened a book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. Whoa! Hi! Extra text, what'd you say? Let me get that real quick. Sorry. Pause. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Wow, okay. I love Yuri's dialogue. She's not a very good character, but I still like her dialogue regardless. Yuri, you don't have to... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it is up against Yuri's, and then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted there for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? Wow! This game's calling me out because I don't read often. What's gonna happen next? My girlfriend telling me that I need to read more? My goodness. The game's just like, hey, you're fucking retarded, go read more. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. I'm trying to make this weird, it's not working. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Nani? That's the face of a psycho. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things, she says, and all that. That's what you were talking about. Come on now, Yuri. Listen. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. God damn it! Listen. If a woman's sitting next to you and she's enjoying your company and she starts getting a little bit fidgety, moving on. You can rest if you're... Oh, he's playing this card, is he? You could rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little sus. That's what Yuri's doing. Her breathing. Yuri is getting a little bit intimate. My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. That face with that caption. Team Silvato, you know what you're fucking doing. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? GTAraj? Did something just happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Are you worried about her? No. No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing! Yeah, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might just be a while, so, she might be a while, so I just figured that we'd get started without her. I know what she's up to. I've played the game before. Yuri is absolutely up to shenanigans. Yes, Yuri is doing that. Plus, a whole horde of things I am not going to talk about because that's literally against YouTube's terms of service. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, clap hands, shout, thank you, Lord. No, I'm kidding. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and I slip it back into my bag. Show it to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What do you expect me to believe? That you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Oh, sorry. We get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Huh? Nani? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone— Whoa! Chris Hansen, when he gets out of fucking there, needs to take a look at the main character of DDLC. I don't care how old everyone is. Mother Hubbard. Here's my poem to next, Monica. Hi, GTAraj. Having a good time so far? Hi, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. I was going ooh in my head when I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect to go for something so deep. Like the razor that Yuri's holding. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Wow. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. But I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Hey, I'll bet she does with that book of Markov, that portrait of Markov. Fucking cultism book. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Hey! Listen. I know your world exists inside of a virtual machine. But come on now, that's hitting the nail on the head, huh? I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. Because you've already met another version of Yuri from a long time ago. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Oh, she's definitely happy, that's for sure. There's a lot of heavy breathing involved. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction. So don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Hey, coming's right. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Come on now! I mean, not like that. If she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. This is Yuri we're talking about. She's silent but horny. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I am back. And did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Hey? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. Hey, Bubba, Yuri's apologizing more than you do. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you need. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Yeah, I'm calling out my girlfriend again for always apologizing. I'm sorry. I see. Well, let's read it then. Be confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my bird eyes can. Wait, what? I didn't. Is this a new poem? Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colour. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle. The room closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out! It's right there! He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out aloud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Mother Hopper, that's a love poem. Or a poem that says, the person I like is right in front of me, but I can't do anything about it. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Sure you did! From another virtual machine instance. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri! My tongue's getting dry from all this. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Hmm? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. This is gonna... I'm targeting someone here. I'm targeting a specific someone. Because they do this fairly often. And it's cute as hell. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Woosah. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks back at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Nani? Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest. I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Me too! Okay, buckos. Me voice is... Alright. I'll tell you once again. After bringing up OBS. Tell you once again. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Also, affiliate links are in the description, so if you want to support the channel that way, you can do so. You don't have to, but it's very, very optional if you would like to. But with that being said, if you come back tomorrow, we're playing more Final Fantasy IX on the PS1. Yes, the PS1, the little black one that's sitting right here. The DDLC system. The system that I very much enjoy using whenever I get the chance to. We went through a fair amount of liquid this stream. For whatever reason, I can't seem to keep myself hydrated correctly, so... Before I flub up more words, and before my mouth gets any drier... My metal thing just fell. Before my mouth gets any drier, and I start flubbing up my words even more, I'm gonna cut things off, right? So like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell. All that stuff's there. Affiliate links are in the description. I earn some money whenever you use my link to buy from my affiliates. Code GTARAJ as well at checkout for Fatal Grip, Rogue Energy, and Tubby. That will save you 10% off your purchase. Channel memberships, as always, are open. You can click the channel name and then click join, or there should be a join button down below. You can use that as well. Once again, thank you for joining me tonight on this frankly nice Doki Doki Literature Club stream. It was either going to be Undertale or DDLC, and I thought, because DDLC is the most infamous thing on my channel because it got me shut down for a little while, YouTube outright shut down my last DDLC stream because of the Sayori stuff. Yeah, probably doesn't help that I had hashtag hanging in the tag section. Plus, I kind of lingered on Sayori hanging from that news. YouTube and their infinite wisdom was like, oh no, this streamer is trying to commit suicide. So they very much shut my stream down just like that. Yeah, I think they were partially processing it. Whilst I was live when all this happened. They shut my stream down. They're like, hey, we need you to try to commit suicide. Please don't do it. Call these numbers instead. And I'm like, guys, come on. I know you mean well. But do I look like a pink-haired female high school student? I mean, I could probably still pass for a high school student, in all honesty, once I take off the stubble. But yeah. It's one of the reasons that there's a fair few things that factor into me not streaming DDLC. One, I've already played through the game on stream. Ha. Two, the rest of it was just lore hunting and trying to get the other poems and artwork and stuff like that. And I got bored of it. Because when you do multiple playthroughs of this game, you essentially have to complete the game 3 times in order to get the ending. That's a lot of talking, that's a lot of liquid consumption, it's a lot of things. And it's kind of repetitive. Yeah. I don't know. DDLC is still a really good game with brilliant music behind it and a brilliant team behind it. But once you play once, you have enough there to literally go out and be like, hey, let me watch the rest of the stuff on YouTube. And after my first proper full 3-time playthrough of it, I'm just looking at 3D videos and all that. 3D videos or looking at GT live play it, because they got through it pretty quick. Much quicker than I did. And that's where I got a lot of my info from. But I didn't watch GT live when I was playing through the game for the first time. So we played through the game, got the Sayori thing, and then we did it an hour twice to get the full ending. Alright, full ending. That was on the original DDLC, and we did it again for Plus. But yeah, that's all things here. But anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Come back tomorrow for Final Fantasy 9. Should be fun. We beat Waltz number 2 last week, I believe. Or not last week. Last Final Fantasy 9 stream. We beat another Waltz. And that's what I remember. It took 2 attempts because when you hit him with magic, he counters with magic. If you hit him with magic, he counters with the next level up. I wonder though what he would do if you hit him with fire, the level 2 fire. Would he cast level 3 fire? Is he scripted to do that? I don't know. Anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you tomorrow at approximately the same time. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you then.